So here's my feedback for the 7th grade lesson, Introducing Two-Step Equations. The standard was 7EE4A, solving word problems leading to the form px plus q equals r and p times q plus x equals r, so on and so on. So the first thing I always like to do is pull out my standards map and just double check that it has everything from the standard in it. So 7EE4A. Yep, compare an algebraic solution to an arithmetic solution and identify the sequence of operations. So I look for my do's to make sure that in this lesson I can do all of the things that it's listed here. Okay, and I also go over to my additional information, and it looks like I need to make sure that students can solve multi-step equations derived from word problems. Okay, and use the arithmetic from the problem to generalize an algebraic solution. I always like to look at the DOK level as well. This one is assessed up to a DOK 3, which is a really high level. And I look at the examples, and it looks like we have some modeling, we have some negatives, and we have some decimals. So I always like to keep that in mind. These are the mathematical practices that they claim to address. I just highlighted some things as I went through that I liked. I really liked the intro with the I'm thinking of a number. I thought that was a good catch. And I liked that that was showing the connection between an algebraic solution to an arithmetic solution to an algebraic solution. I thought this was a good example of persevering and problem solving, and I liked the discovery aspect of it. So we started with a number game. So I, again, liked that. Then for the whole group, the human balance scale, I thought that was really good for the conceptual understanding. I wasn't sure how this part really showed dividing by 2. I thought I might be a little more clear about that. And I thought that before we got to the word problems, if we look at the sample word problems, they are not like the ones in the lesson with, if I have a number plus this, triple, they really jump up a level. So I wanted to include something like that in the lesson, I thought. Overall, I worked out the problems, and I thought they were pretty good. I liked where you had to really look at what the question was asking. So I thought the problems were a good start. However, I really wanted to see more examples with negatives. I think there was really only one. And I really think we need to include fractions and decimals because I know we're including rational numbers, and these all seem to be whole numbers. So I thought that was something to really improve upon. I liked the idea for a matching activity for homework with matching an equation with a word problem. I didn't think kids would be ready to really develop their own word problem for a two-step equation. Definitely not a real world scenario yet. So I thought we might need a little more practice with that. So overall with alignment, I thought it met most of the standard. I think these are the main things that we really need to include. And just to keep in mind that this is going to be assessed at a high level, so we want to make sure we really focus on those complex word problems. It seemed like this was probably just an introductory day, so I think the next day we might want to take our word problems up a level. So anyway, curious if you agreed with my feedback.